Good evening, everyone. I'm Brittany Schaefer. We begin tonight in Westborough, where a woman is seriously injured in a car crash. Police say a car driven by a woman struck another woman on a bicycle on West Main Street in Westborough. This was the scene around 4 o'clock today as officers continued to investigate with the damaged bicycle still in the street. Police say the accident happened just after 1. The driver allegedly kept driving for an eighth of a mile while the woman was still on the roof before she finally stopped. Neighbors in the area say the accident is disheartening.
It happened. I feel very bad that someone got injured.
Heartsick mostly, because you don't know who it is, you don't know what it is, you just know that something bad happened and it happened on your street.
The bicycle was within 50 feet of Lori Nordman's front yard. She says West Main Street is a busy road where bicyclists and runners are often present and accidents are common.
It's a really active town. There's a lot of people who ride bikes, a lot of people who walk, and unfortunately, this is a main road. Even though it is a pretty popular route. We've lived here probably 17 years, and I would say in that time we've seen maybe 5 car accidents within a couple of houses of ours.
Westborough police say the victim has serious injuries. No word yet on any charges. 2 Central Massachusetts teens receive an award of excellence Wednesday for their quick actions after finding an abandoned dog in Leicester. The 2 ninth graders brought the dog home and took care of him until police arrived. Our Roslyn Flaherty has the story.
Thank you for being the good citizens that you are.
Sam Rice and Brady Tebow are honored Wednesday for helping save this dog's life. The 2 teens cared for the 3 to 5 month old pit bull after he was found abandoned in the woods. Leicester police say a logger working in the area off of Moose Hill Road found the dog in a cage with no water and a bag of food on top. The boys were biking by when they saw the logger with the dog Monday.
He seemed like he hadn't had attention in a long time, and that sort of brought our attention to him to sort of give him some love and attention so he could get well again.
The animal control officer says by the looks of the dog, she thinks that he was left in his crate for 2 days.
He's got a few issues, skin issues going on, that I'm going to have him looked out by a veterinarian. And other than that, he's got a great attitude considering what he's been through.
The energetic puppy, now named Brad, was covered in feces. The boys took him home to clean him up.
I felt really sad because he was so happy to see us, and I just felt like he hadn't gotten affection for so long.
Leicester Police Chief Jim Hurley says the person who abandoned the puppy could face animal cruelty and abandonment charges.
If nobody had been working that day or the next couple days, it would have been all over for the poor animal.
The 9th graders say, unfortunately, they both have dogs and cannot adopt him.
I hope that he finds a great family and, someone who loves him just as much as he loves everyone else.
Roslyn.
The American Red Cross announcing an emergency call for all blood types Wednesday. The Red Cross is 61,000 units short nationwide and 1,500 units short in Massachusetts for the months of May and June. Red Cross says every 2 seconds someone in the United States needs blood, whether for cancer patients, trauma victims, and even during routine surgeries. Red Cross account executive Catherine Lawler says the need for blood donors is more severe than previous years.
Typically, we do see a decline in donations in the summer months. So far this summer, it has been more severe than usual. Typically, we do see a decline with the schools out on vacation. We run a lot at the colleges and high schools during the rest of the year. So now in the summertime, we don't have that support so much anymore.
Lawler says with an appointment and filling paperwork out online, donating blood only takes about 30 minutes, and the Worcester Donor Center is open 7 days a week. It's been in the works for more than a year now, and today organizers are one step closer to moving the Pawtucket Red Sox to Worcester. The team's negotiation deadline to stay in Rhode Island passed on July 1st, and now the city is jumping at the opportunity. Our Cam Jandro has the details.
Going to Johnny Field at the track. Johnny Field, what? Up and it is gone.
The Pawtucket Red Sox are officially listening to offers for a new place to play, and Worcester could be one of the cities making its case.
I think it would make Worcester a destination to have a ball team that's affiliated with the Red Sox.
The team's exclusive negotiation rights with Pawtucket ran out on July 1st, allowing them to hear offers from interested destinations. President of Worcester's Canal District Alliance, Gene Zabinski, says Worcester would benefit greatly from a minor league baseball club.
We would attract untold thousands of people to come right here in the south end of Worcester in the Canal District. But we think baseball, Worcester is a baseball town. With the Bravehearts and all the high school teams and the college teams, it's a nice fit.
The Alliance believes the old Wyman Gordon property by Kelly Square could house a new stadium. Last year, Zabinski mailed the team 10,000 postcards expressing interest from area residents.
Each one of those cards was just not a signature written and the person walks away, they said, oh boy, the PawSox, that would be great. So we built up, we got the temperature of the audience, so to speak.
The PawSox lease at McCoy Stadium runs out in the year 2020, but they could be in line for a new facility if they stay in Pawtucket. But sports fans in Worcester say they would love the opportunity to see professional baseball make its way back to central Massachusetts.
For us to be kind of changing things around like that, that's really great. That's really good for us. City's in the middle of a revolution, as you can see downtown, so having a baseball team added on would just kind of sweeten the pie, so to say.
That would be awesome. Yeah, we would probably go to a lot of games.
Now, Zabinski says city officials here in Worcester and the PawSox have both shown mutual interest in moving the team to the city, but nothing official has begun and the process is still at the very beginning. Locals here in Worcester say they're hopeful that one day they get to call them the Worcester Red Sox. In Worcester, I'm Cam Jandro, Worcester News Tonight.
Dozens gathered outside of Worcester City Hall Wednesday for the annual reading of Frederick Douglass's speech, What to the Slave is the 4th of July. Douglass first presented the speech in Rochester, New York on July 5, 1852. His speeches were often published in various abolitionist newspapers. Organizers of today's event say Douglass's speech is still important today because people shouldn't have the fear of speaking their mind.
From Thomas Jefferson, ironic.
Reverend Cherie Fraser.
It's this telling of something that is your civic duty, that you as an American citizen can say to your governor, to your mayor, to your city councilor, to your president, when things are not in alignment of what you feel it should be, that you can say something, that you can do something.
Douglass escaped slavery and fought to help free others. He even made trips to Worcester to speak with Abby Kelly, one of the first feminists in the United States. A worrisome new study out of Assumption College finds a strong link between cell phone addiction and mental and emotional health problems in college-age students. 2 Assumption professors studied 150 students at the college. They found participants who scored higher for cell phone addiction and higher probability of reporting conditions like anxiety, depression, and loneliness. Also, cell phone addiction predicted more adverse interpersonal relations and general functioning. One of the authors says the study may not prove a causal relation between cell phone addiction and health problems, but it could give campuses reason to start screening for cell phone overdependence. This is the first day of a unique summer camp in Worcester. It's completely free and run by the city. There are plenty of fun and games for kids to enjoy, but Recreation Worcester is also providing meals and a safe place. Frank Holland has the story.
Okay, move guys, come on, come on. This game took a few minutes to learn, but will give a lifetime of memories.
It's fun because you get to meet new people and you get to make friendships.
5, 6, 7, 8.
It's the first day of Recreation Worcester, a free summer camp run by the city.
The kids get the opportunity to have that experience that every child should have.
Dozens of kids here at University Park, dozens more enjoying the water at East Park. The camp runs from 9 to 5:30 every weekday at 10 parks around the city. More than 1,000 kids expected to sign up.
As you can see, Recreation Worcester keeps kids cool and it keeps them active, but this program is also about keeping them out of trouble.
A lot of the violence in the city is driven by our gangs.
Eric Batista runs the Youth Violence Task Force. He says many of these kids will be targets for gang recruitment if they weren't here.
We're always looking at ways to improve and develop strategies that can help reduce the violence in the city.
Daddy, you want my orange?
Kids also get meals just like in school.
If they didn't have food here, they would be hungry. That's what we're hearing from our families.
More than 60% of the kids in Worcester Public Schools are economically disadvantaged. That's more than twice the state average. That means kids leave full after a full day of fun and games. Frank Holland, Worcester News Tonight.
The Shrewsbury Farmers Market is in its 4th year and is back for the summer every Wednesday. The market moved locations this year to the parking lot of the Shrewsbury Senior Center. The event showcases around 20 vendors from central Massachusetts. Organizers say it's a great way for farmers to sell their product directly to customers and to promote buying locally.
It's really about educating the community and helping them understand why it's important that they come out to every farmers market, the Shrewsbury market, but each of those that take place across Worcester County and the state to support their local producers.
You're buying the freshest, healthiest food that you possibly can. Here our farmers are interested in taste, nutrition value. So there's that. You're helping the local economy and the ancillary effects of helping a farm, you're keeping that land out of development.
The market runs from 3 to 6:30 p.m. every Wednesday through September.